everyone is joining in. Today I'm going to be doing the Mid-Year Freakout Book Tag. I've seen everybody been doing this around BookTube, and the point of this tag is talking about the books that you've read so far this year. Let's get started. And the first question is your favorite book of the year so far. I'm between like two books as of right now. But I picked Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. This is one of the books that I've read in the beginning of the year, one of my first reads, and I can't stop talking about it or thinking about it. I just love Daughter of the Pirate King so much, and I really want to read Daughter of the Siren Queen really bad, so I highly recommend this to everybody. The next question is the best sequel you've read so far. I have two for this one. First is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer and Umberland by Wendy Spinelli. Those two are like our second books of two different series. This is really ironic, but Scarlet's been my favorite book from the Lunar Chronicles so far. I don't know why, but I do love the rest of the I do love Crest, but this is one of the best sequels that I've read so far, and so is Umberland, and yeah, those two are my favorite sequels so far. The third question is a newly released book that you haven't read yet but want to. I know I mentioned Daughter of the Siren Queen, but I'm also going to mention this book too, which is Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book of the Caraval trilogy. I can't believe it's a trilogy. Blah, 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 blah. Now, I can't believe it's a trilogy because the last book is called Finale, which kind of makes sense. I love Caraval, and I've been wanting to read Legendary so badly. I'm still waiting for it to be on audiobook so I can listen to this on audio. Yeah. The next question is your most anticipated release of the second half of the year, and I picked Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. I wanted to read this book so badly. I literally just pre-ordered this on Amazon. But I really want to read it because of the retelling of The Little Mermaid, but it's told by the villain's perspective, which is one of the books I have not read before. I know I've read Everland, which told by hero and villain perspective, but with Sea Witch, I want to read it so bad, and yeah, I know like everybody else, well, probably anticipating it, but I want to read it really badly. The next question is your biggest disappointment, and I picked The Island of Dr. Monroe by H.G. Wells. I thought it was going to be one of the classics that I end up loving, but I hate it so much. I know hate's a strong word, but I really don't like it. I really hate it. I did not like Dr. Monroe. He's a horrible character. I don't like how he's treating his own creations. I just don't like a book. I'm sorry. That's just, and I was, and that's one of the books that I had to read for, which class was it? I don't remember which class it was for, but I did not like Island of Dr. Monroe at all. I know I'm repeating myself, but I just hate it so much. And the next question is your biggest surprise, and I picked Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. I love this book so much. This is a sci-fi retelling of Anastasia. I only seen the movie Anastasia like once, so please don't hate me for that. But after I've read this, I want to watch the movie again, and I just love Heart of Iron so much. I was surprised how much I love this book, and I need Soul of Stars so badly, which is the sequel of this book. And the next question is your favorite author, new author, or favorite debut author. But for me, I'm picking Marissa Meyer because she's became one of my favorite authors after I've read the Lunar Chronicles, which I love so much, and I'm picturing them as TV shows, so I need to read the rest of the Lunar Chronicles because I'm loving the series so much. So yeah. The next question is new fictional crush. I honestly don't think I have a crush on any of the characters. I usually don't gain a new crush on a character. I do like personality and stuff. It's just I don't end up having a crush on them. I mean, I kind of did with died from Heart of Iron, but I just liked his characteristics of his character and how much he cares about Anna, but I don't have any crushes, so sorry. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's just me. And next question is your new favorite character. Aloza by the Dara the Pirate King. I just love her character. I just love how she's badass and how she's the captain of her crew, and I'm like, I want to be part of her crew because she's really awesome. So yeah, she's my new favorite character. The next question is a book that made you cry. I don't think any books make me cry, which I guess that's a good thing, but this is maybe a weird thing for you guys, but I hate crying, especially, like, even if I would be crying after reading a scene from the book that's sad, I don't want people to look at me like, why is that girl crying? So I'm just weird for that, but I know people should cry once in a while, but for me, I just hate crying because I don't like getting too much sympathy from people, so yeah. And the next question is a book that made you happy. Umberland by Wendy Spinelli, because I returned to the Everland world and I missed it so much, and I'm just happy that I picked this up because I need to go back to Everland. So yeah, I just love this book so much. And the next question is your favorite book to movie adaptation. I would have picked Ready Player One, but I have not seen it, and I picked Avengers Infinity War. I read some of the Marvel comics this summer, which I'm happy about, because I've been wanting to read comic books since I've watched the Marvel movies, and I want to know about not only the differences between the movies and the comics, but I've just been wanting to read them since I started watching the movies, and that movie made me cry a lot. I honestly cried throughout the whole movie. There was only one happy scene that I cried to. The rest is like sad scenes. So yeah, I had to pick The Adventures Infinity War because I've read a lot of the comics since summer, and I want to give credit to that movie. And the next question is your favorite videos that you've done so far this year. I really enjoyed making my new original book tag, which is the 90s Disney book tag, which I'll be putting in a corner somewhere and link down below. I've tagged everybody who loves Disney, especially from the 90s, so if you're watching this video and you want to do this tag, go ahead and do that. I also enjoyed giving book recommendations. I've done at least 3 so far this year. One of them is fantasy, and one is for the books to read on rainy days, and the other one is book recommendations for Disney fans. So I'm also going to be linking above and down below, so you guys can check them out. And the next question is the most beautiful book that you've bought or received so far this year. I could have gone with any of the books that I got, but I picked The Wicked Deep by Shia Earnshaw. I just love the cover. It's so beautiful, and plus it's blue, which is my favorite color. It's so glittery, plus it's beautiful underneath. So yeah, this is the most beautiful cover that most beautiful book that I bought so far this year, and I know there's plenty more, but this is so far this is the most beautiful cover to me. So yeah. And the last question is what are some of the books that you have to read before the end of the year? I have to say my TBR pile, because I have so many books on my TBR that it's overwhelming me, and I know I need to get to them. Like I already reached my reading goal, which was 50 books, but I know I've got to read more of the books on my TBR, so yeah, I have to say my TBR pile for this one. So that's all for the Mid-Year Freakout Book Tag. I'm not going to tell you anybody because everybody's been doing it so far from what I can tell. But if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and comment down below some of your favorite books so far this year, because I'm looking at my TBR pile on my TBR shelf, which is far away from the where I'm at right now, because I need to figure out what books I need to read before the end of the year. That's why I need you guys to tell me what's your favorite book so far this year, so I can, like, if I own them, I immediately put them in my TBR shelf. And if you want to follow me on social media, I have Facebook under Last Reader, and I have Twitter and Instagram on Last Reader 19. I also have Goodreads, which I'll link down below. And if you don't want to miss any of my new videos, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!